On a freezing morning in San Francisco, a man walked through crowded streets holding the small hand of his little boy. People rushed past them, busy with their lives, carrying coffee cups and briefcases. They had homes to go back to. They had jobs waiting for them. But this man and his son had nothing. No house, no job, no money. That man was Chris Gardner, and the child beside him was the only reason he still believed tomorrow could be better. Chris Gardner did not grow up in comfort. He was born in Milwaukee into poverty that followed him like a shadow. His home was filled with fear, broken relationships, and constant instability. No one told him that life would be fair. No one showed him an easy path. But even as a young boy, Chris learned something powerful. If you don't build your future with your own hands, nobody else will do it for you. After high school, Chris joined the United States Navy. It was the first place in his life where order existed. The Navy taught him discipline, it taught him structure, and it taught him that pressure does not destroy a man, it reveals him. After leaving the Navy, Chris tried to build a career selling medical equipment, but business was unstable. Bills piled up, income fell short, debt slowly began to choke his dreams. Then his relationship collapsed, and soon after that, he lost his home. Chris was now homeless with a child depending on him. Some nights they slept in crowded church shelters, some nights on cold subway platforms. And one night, when every door was closed to them, Chris locked himself and his son inside a public restroom. He held the door shut while his little boy slept on his lap. Tears ran down his face silently. But that night, he made a promise in his heart. No matter how hard life becomes, my son will never inherit my pain. One day, by pure chance, Chris met a stockbroker. The man was confident, successful, free. That moment planted a dangerous idea in Chris's mind. If he can do this, so can I. Chris walked into a brokerage firm and asked for an internship. No college degree, no experience, no money. But he had something rare, hunger that could not be taught. They offered him a chance, an unpaid internship. That meant full-time work with no salary while still homeless. Every morning, Chris wore his cleanest clothes. Every evening, he stood in soup kitchen lines. Every night, he searched for shelter with his son. But inside the office, he was unstoppable. He made more calls than anyone. He stayed longer than anyone. He learned faster than anyone. At the end of the program, only one intern would be hired. Everyone else would walk away with nothing. Chris knew this was not just a job interview. This was the doorway to his child's future. And when the final decision was announced, Chris Gardner was selected. That job didn't just give him a paycheck, it gave him dignity. Chris saved his money. He invested carefully. He mastered finance. Within a few years, he founded his own brokerage firm, Gardner Rich & Co. The man who once slept in a bathroom now sat in boardrooms, and later, he sold his company for millions. Hollywood told his story in the movie The Pursuit of Happiness, but behind the film was real pain, real hunger, real fear, and real discipline. Chris Gardner didn't escape poverty because of luck. He escaped because he kept standing when life kept pushing him down. He chose responsibility over excuses, consistency over comfort, and discipline over despair. You don't rise when life gets easier. You rise when you refuse to fall, even when everything is taken from you.